I'm Richard Dewhurst. I head the Dairy Research and Innovation Centre for SRUC, Scotland's Rural College based in Dumfries in southwest Scotland. We're working together with First Milk and a number of other industry and civic partners on a new £20 million project, digital dairy value chain for southwest Scotland and Cumbria. It's part of the Strength in Places programme, which UK government is funding research and innovation projects designed to strengthen activity, to improve growth and productivity in particular regions of the country. Dairying is a really important industry in that part of the world. It's a pretty sparse rural area, so dairying is very important.
My name is Holly Ferguson. I'm a precision dairying scientist based at SRUC, that's Scotland Rural College, the Dairy Research and Innovation Centre in Dumfries. The Dairy Centres project looked to try and use technologies already on farm, so technologies used for management of technical aspects like oestrus detection, and put the information gathered from sensors together with manually recorded information to see what we can understand about cow welfare, with the goal being trying to create a verifiable index of cow welfare on farm to give consumers that reassurance of cow welfare. The manually recorded information that we collected on farm was what's called a QBA, so Qualitative Behavioural Analysis, which basically means looking at not what an animal is doing but how it's doing it. So a nice example is two cows in front of you, one swinging her tail in a relaxed manner to dislodge flies versus another swinging her tail in a very agitated manner. They're both doing the same thing but in very different ways. So it's really about looking at the cows and trying to create a kind of understanding of the different behaviours that they're expressing. So things like agitation, frustration, calmness, happiness, and looking at a whole range of different behaviours. And then relating that back to the sensor information, so information collected from rumination and eating, information collected from activity, and information from lying times. Dairy Sensors was a feasibility study, a pilot study funded by Innovate UK, with partners including SRUC, University of Strathclyde and First Milk. We worked with First Milk and Nestle farmers going out on farm, collecting information from their cows on behaviour and collecting information from sensors, be that collars, pedometers, a whole range of different sensor technologies. The results of the feasibility study thus far are indicating to us that the animals are showing what's called higher levels of herd synchrony when they're at pasture. We're seeing the animals behaving in a more similar way at pasture than when they're indoors, and we're seeing animals exhibiting more positive behaviours, so more things like playfulness, liveliness, happiness and calm behaviours versus the more negative behaviours like frustration or boredom. And we're seeing the animals grouping closer together both in terms of their behaviours and in terms of their sensor data. So closer lying times, changes in activity and changes in rumination and eating that the herds are all showing together. And we know that herd synchrony is a verifiable way of looking at positive welfare in animals. So going forward, it's something we'd like to explore more, collect more data from more farms, and see if this is a way of us being able to use sensor data to have a verifiable, automatic way of looking at animal welfare on farm. One of the things that the project has shown us thus far is that basic things like cow comfort, so your cubicle sizes, your mattresses, your scraper passage width, and things like your stockman's attitude have made a huge difference to the animal behaviour. If we visited a farm where the stock person is very loud, very noisy working with the animals, it reflects in the behaviours. We tend to see more negative behaviours, so more frustration. The animals are a lot more nervous, whereas if you're working with your animals in a very calm, relaxed manner, it reflects on how the animals behave. We see more of these positive behaviours, so more playfulness, more relaxed, calm behaviours coming through in the animals. So whilst this project has given us an indication that sensor technologies might be able to give us an automatic way of looking at cow welfare and an aspect of cow happiness on farm, going forward we're looking to collect more data from more sensors, more sensor types and different types of farms. So going back to visit different systems, be that robotic systems, entirely pasture-based systems, or visiting farms at different points throughout the year to see how the cow behaviour changes and how that's reflected in the sensor data that we can collect. I think the main takeaway from the project at the moment is really that think about the basics, think about your cow comfort, your mattress quality, your cubicle size, and remember that your happy cow is a healthy cow, is a productive cow, and that's what you're looking for on farm.